Welcome back, Spartacat fans. Grand Rapids, Minnesota. Spartacats versus East Grand Forks, just on the other side of the border from North Dakota. We are live, ready for the puck drop. 5-on-5 action starts now. Spartacats in white, East Grand Forks in green. That one went by the stick of Getke, taken right back out into neutral territory and dumped deep by the Wave. Back up to the point. Fan shot through again. That one goes just wide of the net. Levine had an eye on it, didn't have to react. Back over for Bredimus. Bredimus, that one goes all the way down. Icing is going to be the whistle with just under 16 or over 16 minutes on the clock.
Been harassing people.
Puck coming down here for McCollum, who sends it back up to the top of the slot. Levine sends that away with her blocker into the corner, back up to the boards. Shot on net gets deflected there by McCabe, who takes it around back and trying to send that up the boards, gets there for Kelly. Kelly gets it into the neutral zone. Poked ahead more by McCabe. So a collision there at mid-ice as the Wave brings it in. Initially stopped by Bredimus. Ebensteiner pokes that away. That was back now for Bredimus. Bredimus steps around one, and she's looking for space and speed. 3-on-2 opportunity coming here as Bredimus takes it to the middle and then loses a handle, goes deep in the zone. Penalty called there. Stick was a little high. Abbott goes down. Spartacats will go onto the power play. Green Wave to the box. Abbott getting back to her feet, maybe had the wind knocked out of her. She seems to be holding on to her back. Your power play unit, Ebensteiner, McCabe, Bredimus, Getke, and Bodsberg on the ice. Not Bredimus. Simons at the draw. Abbott back off the ice, helped down there by the trainer. She'll get attended to. Puck's back down, 2 minutes on the clock for the penalty kill. East Grand Forks skating back into neutral zone, have one there at the blue line, bring it in onside, tracked by McCabe. Out front, not able to get a shot off, that goes into the corner for Getke, back up, short-handed opportunity to the point, blocked there by Simons, I believe. That one back up for Bosberg, shot on net, saved by Levine. Up the boards, Getke, not able to get it out key. And then back to neutral ice. Brought in by the Wave. They rush the net, take a shot wide. Bosberg trying to send it back to the boards. Taken away there by Getke, and now Ebensteiner off the boards, able to get it into the zone and down deep. Ebensteiner not able to center, got Simons right out front. Simons comes in to help, pulls it away, right back to the corner. Backhanded opportunity taken out by the Wave. Not quite cleared yet, kept in by Ebensteiner with a nice stick. Mid-ice, Ebensteiner trying to send it over, gets deflected there by East Grand Forks. Gecki takes it up, got two in front of her. She pulls it to the outside. Nice drop for Ebensteiner. Sends it on deep, not right all the way to the net. Simons. Over the top. Nice opportunity for Bodsberg to sit there and get a stick on it. That one will go all the way down. Icing is the call with 8 seconds left in the power play. Shots are something to something. Cullum sends that one behind the net from the faceoff. Holman chasing in the corner, able to get that back, but not out. East Grand Forks reverse the other way, and then send it up the boards. 5-on-5 hockey resumes. Power play is expired. Anderson able to keep it in. Over to McCullum. Bredimus rushing for it. Bredimus lifts the stick, gets it on, trying to get that up the boards for Anderson. Grand Forks able to get in the way. Bredimus pulls it off. Sends it through some sticks. Still fighting just inside the blue line. Oberhammer gets back. That one back for Anderson. Sent across for Oberhammer. Oberhammer back to Anderson. Anderson catches, has pressure coming on. Anderson able to get it up the boards and out to Bredimus. Back down deep. East Grand Forks recovers. Sends it up the boards. Anderson able to slow it down momentarily, but that one goes deep into the zone. Anderson, bothered from behind, pushed into the boards. Grand Forks not able to regain position. McCullum comes in to help, as well as Bredimus. Bredimus behind the net. Bredimus up to Holman. Holman not able to keep it in. Grand Forks steps around one, takes a shot on net. Levine out front. Nice defense there by Ellie to clear the crease. Ellie ties up one. Back out for Oberhammer. Oberhammer up to Gecki. Gecki sends it to the boards. Sends it over to Holman. She was on her knees trying to get a stick away, not able to. Holman picks it back up, not able to get it to the center. Gecki almost kept that in. Back down for Oberhammer. Oberhammer just a little too hot for Anderson. Anderson will have to chase into the zone and send it up the boards, trying for herself. McCullum comes in to help. Green sends it in on center. Oberhammer gets it up to Holman. Holman able to get it back out of the zone. And Grand Forks dumps it back in. DD pass. Anderson past the stick of Gecki. That one to go all the way down. Icing not far enough. Gecki sends it back to the boards. Kept in there by McCullum. McCullum sent it past the stick of Gecki. She had a quick tip on that there. Bodsberg trying to get pressure on there. Nice stick there as well. McCullum not able to retrieve. Grand Forks picks it up. Centering opportunity here for Bodsberg, now taking advantage of a line change. She's taken down, no call. Gecki picks it up. Top of the slot, trying to bring it to center, not able to. And that one back again through neutral ice. Back in the zone, now back to neutral as Grand Forks trying to put on the Jets. That one gets loose. Offside is the call. Kelly had the draw. Sends it forward to the red line. Picked up again by Grand Forks. They send that DD. Picked up there by Bodsberg with a nice retrieve. She's bothered from the behind. Takes a shot. Doesn't get there all the way. Pushed up against the boards. But nice retrieval by Bodsberg. Kept in there by McCabe. Green Wave trying to get that back in. Kelly not able to regain control. Bredimus along the boards. Back down for Ebensteiner. Green Wave sends that behind the net. McCabe tripped. It's okay to call that! Green Wave. Bredimus back out. Bredimus has Kelly at the front, slows it down, but for Bodsberg trying to stick through. And then East Grand Forks back the other direction. Nice job by McCabe to get that up to Ebensteiner. Ebensteiner leaves that for Kelly. Kelly up the boards. Back for Kelly. And then Gecki seizing on an opportunity here. Not able to get in. Now he gets it down into the zone and chases after herself. Ebensteiner not able to keep it in. McCabe brings it back to the boards. Sends it there. Ebensteiner. Kelly. Gecki right there. That one sent back in. And Forks comes in, back behind the net is McCabe, sends it over for Bodsberg. Bodsberg has that loose, trying to bring it to the center, flick to the side. That one lands on the stick of Ebensteiner. Ebensteiner up for Gecki. Gecki catches, and she's got a lot of space, one to beat. Brings it to the outside, not able to get a shot off. Centers to no one. And Ebensteiner with a stick able to retrieve the puck. Ebensteiner taking it to the out, got stuck between some skates, and here comes East Grand Forks the other direction. East Grand Forks poked away by McCabe with a good defensive back check. Gecki just needs to clear the zone. Trying to drop that down for Ebensteiner. Gecki, nice patience there, comes away with it. 3-on-2 opportunity coming up here for the Spartacats. Gecki drops it again. And that one sent on net. Levine sliding save. McCabe behind the net. Over to Holman. Holman does a good job of getting to that position. Taken down, no call. Back, Overhammer. Patiently waiting, gets it up to Holman. Holman sends it in all the way down, and we will have no icing whistle. Back up to the boards, Grand Forks, able to get it over but not controlled. Overhammer, able to send it in, back down, and now back out through neutral ice. Bredimus watching, picked up by Holman. Holman lost it in some skates, and here comes Bredimus. Bredimus not able to keep it in. Cats touch back up, and that one comes loose for Simons. Simons, past the stick of Holman. Kept out by East Grand Forks. They take that in, swept aside by Anderson, now back behind the net for Overhammer. Overhammer behind the net, gets it up to Holman. We've seen this play before. Holman sends that over, past the stick. Bredimus might have the speed to get there first, and she does. Trying to bring it to the center. Centers, no one there to help out. Anderson not able to keep it in. Actually, she does for a second, but then that one comes back out neutral. That one sent all the way down. Overhammer not able to get there, but icing is the whistle anyway.
Can I show you a trick? Okay, we'll see one.
6:54 left in the first period. 0-0 is the score. Puck down for McCullum. That one gets sent back to the board to Ebensteiner. Ebensteiner shot through traffic, goes behind the net. East Grand Forks loses the handle, kept in there by McCabe. McCabe sends that one in, gets deflected aside, and then sent back to neutral ice. Ebensteiner reverses, gets it up to Gecki. Gecki leaves it from McCullum. McCullum able to get it back deep into the zone. East Grand Forks along the boards. Ebensteiner up to McCullum. That one loose. McCabe able to get a stick on that, keep it in. Back to the boards for Gecki or McCullum. McCullum and Gecki still fighting for it. McCullum able to get it deep into the zone. 6:10 left. Centering opportunity. No one able to get a stick down. McCabe sweeps that over to Ebensteiner off her stick. And sent back up to the point, but not out. Back down deep. McCullum, that one stays in. Bounces off the stick of McCabe. McCabe up the boards, not out. Abbott tried. That one just inside the blue line as that one sneaks back out. Good pressure there at the blue line. Sent across D to D as the Wave come back the other direction. Shot goes wide. Loose rebound there, no one on it. Shot towards the crease, doesn't get there. McCabe sends it along the boards, picked up again by the Wave. Picked up high and glove save Levine. Levine saves it, pinches, and save. Loose into the corner. East Grand Forks trying to dig it away. That one ends up on the stick of Grand Forks again, and now Bredemus picks that up. Bredemus sends it up to Bodsberg. Bodsberg bumped off the puck. Grand Forks back in through central ice. Audrey with a nice forecheck there. That one brought to the center, sent back behind the net. Oberhammer able to lift the stick, get there first. Centering opportunity goes loose. Top of the slot, shot gets blocked by Anderson. Shot on goal goes wide of the crease. Picked up by Bodsberg. Bodsberg makes one miss. Gets it back into the neutral zone. Bredemus leaves it for Bodsberg. Bodsberg gets around one. Pulling it to the middle. Kicks it over and back into neutral zone is East Grand Forks. Back down. Oberhammer to Anderson. Anderson sends that up to Bredemus. And the nice shot over to Bodsberg, who gets to the zone. Tic-tac-toe passing. Bredemus able to get it deeper into the zone. Wave, take it back up. Anderson keeps it in, shots it toward the crease. That one gets back into the neutral zone. Anderson slows it down and curls back up ice. Able to regain possession with a nice reach. Anderson shot towards the crease, shot on goal, and save.
Are you figuring it out?
Simons applying pressure. Kept there loose. Grand Forks able to get around one. She's looking for space and speed and finding it. Shot coming for Grand Forks, just loses the handle and sends it wide of the net. Simons along the corner up the boards. That one sent back towards the point. Shot on goal goes wide again. Now picked up by Ebensteiner or Getke. Getke up the ice, got two in front of her, one behind. Getke takes it to the outside, leaves that for Ebensteiner. Ebensteiner at the point, shot through traffic, gets deflected behind the net. Puck back down again, sent to the boards. Centering opportunity, deflected aside by McCabe. Grand Forks not able to get anywhere with it. Ebensteiner sends it up to Getke. Getke pulls it back to the boards, runs into traffic. Back down for McCabe. McCabe sends it all the way around to Holman. Holman picks that up, gets around one, and now back down. Simons to Getke. Getke over, shot, glove save, East Grand Forks. Back down, Bredemus giving chase. That one goes up the boards. McCollum comes in to help out. Centered across to absolutely no one. East Grand Forks able to get back into the defensive zone. Nice pass up to Bredimus from Oberhammer. Nice opportunity there. Minute 40 left. That one goes all the way down. Anderson in the corner, able to reverse, pushed into the boards, and that one will go all the way loose for Oberhammer. Oberhammer trying to send that up the boards, reverses back the other way. Up boards, makes one miss and fall, and that will back to the point. Shot through all the way over. Levine kicks that out back to the circles. Grand Forks tries to send it. That one gets deflected by McCullum. McCullum again sends that over, rushing to the puck. Grand Forks able to get there first, and now Oberhammer picks it up, sends it to boards for Abbott. Abbott able to get it back into neutral zone. Nice opportunity. That one not going to be far enough for icing. Grand Forks sends that back to the boards. Kept in there by McCullum. Bredimus sends that towards the crease, or towards the slot. Abbott with good pressure. Abbott trying to get to the hands. Can't appreciate that. Anderson sends it into the corner. And now back behind the net is McCullum. McCullum sends that up the boards. Abbott trying to get there first. Green Wave got there, sent up into the air, poked away, and back into neutral zone. Spartacats doing a good job this period to keep it away from the net. Bredimus. Shot blocked there by Anderson. Still loose. 5 seconds left. Back behind the net. And time will expire here. 0-0 after one. We'll be back for the second period. Back for the second period, and so far scoreless game. Goalies are ready.
Ready? Are you ready?
Kelly
Ready?
at that draw. That one back around for Grand Forks. Poked away. McCabe taken down. Could have been an interference call, but no. That one at the side of the net. Levine with the initial save and covers. Good job, G! Puck's down. Sent back to the slot. That one not intercepted by anyone. McCabe able to send that up. That one bounces out through over the blue line. Back up the boards. McCabe has a stick on it and dumps it deep, or at least into the zone. Grand Forks sends it up. That one goes all the way down. Icing is the call. Simon's at the draw. Bredemis, Holman, Overhammer, Anderson. Simons draws that to the corner, goes after it. They've come back in, send it to the boards. Bredemis able to get a stick on that. Initially impede progress. Overhammer with a bouncing puck towards the net. Gets covered. Holman there trying to gobble up that rebound. Good idea, Harper! Simons are at the draw. Simons put that aside to Bredemis. Simons goes in and chases, trying to get it out. Bredemis to the front, out front for Harper. Harper, shot and goal! Harper Holman with the zinger. Beautiful pass over from Bredemis. Not sure if they could repeat that if they tried. Beautiful play. Bredemis Holman. Puck's back down. Abbott pushes that forward. That one trickles into the zone momentarily, then back neutral. Abbott almost had a chance to take that away. Wave, load up, fire. That one goes high and wide. Back down deep. Bump the side. Cullum sends that around for Getke. Getke takes that to the boards. Nice puck protection. Leaves that. Still loose. Into some skates. Feet. Oberhammer almost took that away. Had some pressure. Levine with a kick save. Nice stick again by Oberhammer. Oberhammer sends it to the boards. Trying to find an outlet to Getke. Finds it. Getke skates in. Recovers. Shot on goal. Rebound. Nice try. Shot towards the goal again by Abbott and saved. Or shot was wide rather. That one loose. Back to Abbott. Abbott. Shot towards the net. Gets broken up. Abbott with pressure sent back to the boards. Oberhammer. First not able to keep it in. East Grand Forks send a shot on net. Levine sends it to the corner. Shot again contested, that one back to the boards for Bodsberg, and she's taken down. Spartacats back on the power play. Who got taken down? Was that Vivian? Ellie. Good absorption. Anderson draws the penalty. Spartacats power play. Puck back down for Kelly. Up for Ebensteiner. Shot gets blocked. Nice stay to keep it in. That one gets loose. McCabe, good job. Back check there. Oberhammer gets checked into the boards. No call. Back loose. Sent up. Bredemis not able to stick on that. That one gets loose back to the blue line. Back again. That one loose for Bredemis. Bredemis trying to take it wide. Bredemis trying to go split the D. Takes it around one. Bredemis out front for Bodsberg. That one almost trickled in. East Grand Forks able to get a stick on that. McCabe not able to get a stick. Bredemis gets there as well and gets in the way. Dump deep. Grand Forks not able to center, taken away by Bodsberg with some fury and speed. Bodsberg on the outside, taken from behind, has that puck stripped away without drawing a penalty. East Grand Forks driving the net, takes a shot. Levine able to block it aside. Back behind the net, McCabe sends that for Bodsberg. Bodsberg pushed into the boards, gets help out there from Kelly, who sends it into the neutral zone. Nice opportunity. 33 seconds left in the power play. Sent back to neutral ice. Kelly slows it down, leaves that. Back to neutral ice. Bodsberg brings it in onside. Has Gecki with her. Gecki picks it up. Gecki takes a shot off, goes wide. Bodsberg trying to get it in the corner. Grand Forks carries through the neutral zone, pushes aside, and now Gecki with 5-on-5 hockey back. Gecki takes it to the outside, cuts back to the middle, has some space, one more to beat, almost put it through her skates, and kept in there by Anderson with a shot towards the circles. Back up, and now was sent all the way down for an icing whistle. Icing is the call. Yay! I know I don't have my, those are louder. Simons, Brennemus, Holman, Oberhammer, Anderson. Puck back down. Simons to push that forward. East Grand Forks sends up the boards, gets it up, not out. Anderson almost kept it in there, able to slow down progress. And that one goes back down, lands on the stick of Oberhammer. Oberhammer waiting, gets up to Holman with a beautiful little pass. Holman takes it around, leaves that for Simons. Simons had his center an opportunity with Brennemus there. That one taken back around. Brennemus with nice speed, defended there by Brennemus and Oberhammer. Sent across the crease, no harm there. Holman up the boards. Got speed for Oberhammer, who has it stripped away. Back down for Anderson. Anderson gets it back out into the neutral zone, pushes one down, no call. They get tangled up. Bradimus sends that over to Oberhammer. Nice play. Oberhammer sends that up past the stick of Simons, but onside regardless. That one back down, caught there by Grand Forks. Grand Forks brings that in, sends that past the net, just wide. Over to Holman. Holman settles. Gets past the red line and able to dump it in deep. Nice job by Holman. Holman centers, that one doesn't get all the way through. Holman will have to go back into the corner. Maria able to get a stick on that. That one back loose. McCollum almost able to intercept. Back loose for Oberhammer. Oberhammer up to McCollum. McCollum pokes it forward. Almost had it for Abbott. That one sent to the blue line. Maria keeps it out. Abbott able to send it to the boards. DDD pass. East Grand Forks don't receive. So then that is kept back to neutral ice. Oberhammer. Collision there right outside the blue line. Abbott brings it in. Sends a shot. Gets tipped. East Grand Forks player was down, but now back up into the boards. Kept in by Anderson, who sends it back deep again. 9:56 left. Spartacats 1-0. Grand Forks brings it to the center, sends it all the way up. Retrieved there by Oberhammer, who sends it into a blocked shot. Oberhammer settles it down and gets it back into neutral ice. East Grand Forks has to touch back up, send it in. Not able to get a shot off as Maria sends it back towards the blue line. Sent on net, Levine kicks it aside. Cullum gets help from Anderson. Getke pulls it off the boards. Not able to get it out of the zone. Cullum trying to get a stick on that. Hook is the call. And Getke to the box for the Spartacats. Power play opportunity here for East Grand Forks. Send it through, that gets blocked. Back through again. Bosberg not able to get it out as she was going down. Shot through traffic, goes behind the net. That's picked up. Slowed down there by Evan Steiner. Back up to the point. Sent across D to D. Top of the slot through traffic. Levine might have had a little glove on that. Got tipped into the corner. Kelly breaks down and they will call that. Back to 4-on-4 hockey as East Grand Forks will send one to the box. Minute and a half left. And a get-keep penalty, 2 minutes on the clock for East Grand Forks. 4-on-4 hockey. Kelly at the draw. That one down. Cabe. Bosberg not able to get a stick on that. Brings it to the center, blocked aside. Levine kicks it to the corner. Bosberg gets around one. She gets run into pressure. Kelly trying to get ahead of it now. Send it in. Tipped behind the net by Levine. Picked up there by Ebensteiner. Ebensteiner takes it to the boards, trying to evade pressure. Gets it stuck in her skates, able to get it into neutral ice. Green makes one miss, bring it in the zone. Send a shot, Levine with the save and cover. Four and four for another 44 seconds. 7:49 left in the second period. Out front, deflected there by Oberhammer. Oberhammer drops that for Simons. Simons brings it to the middle. Got Holman going with her. Simons keeps it in. Not able to get a shot off. Looking for that centering opportunity now. And Frankie loses the handle. That one bounced down back to the boards for Oberhammer. Oberhammer settles. Shot gets blocked. Oberhammer to Holman. Holman sends it in. Intercepted by East Grand Forks. Back to the stick of Holman. Holman rushing the net. Trying to find her forehand. Got back to Oberhammer. Oberhammer keeps it in. And that one gets loose for Anderson. 2 seconds left, 1 second left. Spartacats back at full strength. Send that along over to Simons. Simons enters the zone with Bredimus. Bredimus keeps it in. Sends a shot on net, tips behind the net. Holman putting on pressure, gets it back to the boards. Able to get by Bredimus, and then sent over Oberhammer to Anderson. Anderson gets that in, and yeah, that's an interesting question. Should have been offside. I don't know. Yeah. Let's look. Right. Yeah, I'm sure that is the case. 3 seconds left in the Grand Forks penalty. That one back down, sent to the boards. Grand Forks back at full strength. That one to the boards for Abbott. Abbott able to get that up. All the way down, won't be far enough for icing. Grand Forks taking that away by Bredimus. Bredimus behind the red line, trying to center that for McCullum. Bredimus with good puck possession. That one sent up the boards. Abbott not able to keep track of it. Anderson takes a shot, goes off the back of a skate. Grand Forks back to the boards again. And back through neutral, another nice tip by Anderson. Back loose. Sent towards the net, but not all the way through. Bredimus takes it away. Tips it up and back out. Sends it on Intercepted there. Abbott able to get it back to the neutral ice. Grand Forks offside. Line change there, forced the offside. East Grand Forks goes back into neutral ice.
Right here, let's go green.
5:38 left in the second period. Back down. Bodsberg trying to make space for herself. Gets it through one. That one kept in there by Getke. Getke loses the handle. And almost kept in there by Evansteiner. McCabe will have to go back, settle down, get it back almost out of the zone. Kelly takes it to the middle, gets it back out. Kelly applying pressure. That one sent all the way deep for McCabe. McCabe behind the net, sends it up the boards. Onto the door, that one back loose. Swept away initially by McCabe, sucking some feet. That one goes high and wide. Evansteiner takes it up the boards, skating aside Getke. Evansteiner trying to cut to the middle. Green Wave not able to get possession back the other way as Bodsberg will pick it up in their own zone. 4:44 left. Bodsberg gets control, skates behind her own net. Almost cut to the center there, but she will get it. Try to get it out, and it does go into the neutral zone. Back in for an offside whistle. 4:30 left. Simons pushes that forward, gets it past the red line, got Holman on her right flank. Grand Forks takes it to the center, makes a lot miss, had a couple on the ice, and she enters the zone with speed. Rushing towards the net, blocked away by Bredimus with a nice back check. Simons able to get it up but not out. That one through traffic. Levine kick save into the corner. Bredimus up the boards, back there by Evansteiner, who sends it up the ice for Holman. Holman not able to get a full pace on it. And then Simons will get it back up into the neutral zone, sends it to the boards, and now back up. East Grand Forks recovers. Nice pressure there by Spartacats, stuck in some escapes, up the boards. Simons, that one goes wide. Back onside. Evansteiner checking the blue line. Shot goes high into the air. I like how she looked down the blue line and makes it over there. Shoulder checks. Offensive zone faceoff coming here with 3:38. Cullum sweeps that aside, trying to get to Getke. Kept in there by Anderson and Getke. Sent back behind the red line. Grand Forks being given some room. Oberhammer with a nice stick. That one gets just loose, and now back for Oberhammer. Oberhammer over to Anderson. Anderson has it at the blue line, brings it in, trying to dump it deep. Getke just gets it in further. Abbott will stick on it. Here comes Grand Forks the other way. That one sent down, icing waved off. No icing, brought in past the red line. Oberhammer gets it around, picked up there by Grand Forks. Nice job by Getke to lift the stick. That one goes to the blue line. Shot on net, goes wide. Oberhammer, that one goes down, picked up there mid-ice by Grand Forks. They send that. Should have been waved off, but back behind the line is Anderson. Anderson sends it up the boards for McCullum. McCullum rushing it, able to stick it up, gets it caught in the skates. Anderson in the corner. Anderson makes one miss, takes it back the other way, pulls it to the center for herself, and goes for a rush. Has Abbott to her side. Nice job. Pass gets into the zone onside. Abbott dumps it in deep. Sent back up to the point. That one back loose. Overhammer will pick it up. Overhammer to Abbott. Abbott pushed into the boards, taken away. Abbott able to get it back in. Grand Forks versus the other way. Gecki skating alongside. Sent blocked. Blocked there. Levine able to keep it out. Back to neutral ice. Bosberg tried to get it away. Nice job by Bosberg. Gecki behind the net. Gecki pulls it to the center. She's rushing up ice during the line change. Gecki 2-on-2 opportunity coming here over to Kelly. Kelly was trying to get it back, and now Grand Forks the other direction. Defended there by Overhammer. Nice stick away. That one goes wide. Centering opportunity, sent back to the boards. Bredimus trying to get there first. Shot goes behind the net. 48 seconds left here in the second period. Overhammer trying to shake pressure. Back behind the net. Sent back. Levine hugs the post, able to get there in time. Send it back to the boards for Bredimus. Bredimus steps up. That one gets back down. Lost in her skates. She pulls it off. Able to get it up, but not out. Too many! Kelly sends it cross ice, turned over there. Bodsberg, or Bredimus, I'm sorry, Overhammer. And now back for Bredimus. Bredimus was such behind, pulls it to the center, takes a shot and saves, still loose, covered and whistled. .7 seconds left. We'll bring this period to a close. And that is it. Spartacats go into the locker room with a 1-0 lead. Much better than the rest of the weekend has gone so far. Look to finish out the third period by keeping ahead. We'll be back after this. Back, third period action, 17 minutes on the clock. Goalies are ready. And puck is down. Overhammer to the boards, drops back. Puck protection, sends it back to the blue line. Briefly in Grand Forks, but now back down the ice. Grand Forks bring it in. Back to the boards by Overhammer. Grand Forks looking for that centering opportunity. Hits the side of the net. Back into the corner. Overhammer gets it up to the back of Simons. Kept in there. Back out. Grand Forks walks in. Stays to the outside. Shot save Levine. Poked away by Gecki. Gecki sends it up the boards. Able to get it up and out. Gecki with an opportunity here. Sends it back to the boards, back down for Anderson. Anderson sends it up. Pulls it into herself, trying to get to the center, lost it in her skates. Grand Forks brings it back behind the net, sends it all the way up around the boards. Simons takes care of a weird carom. Getke out front, centering opportunity, doesn't make it all the way through. Holman with good pressure, that one back down for Oberhammer. Oberhammer looking to take advantage of a line change, brings it to the center, shot, and save. Grand Forks with a reaching glove. That one goes all the way down. Icing is the call. Nice try, White. That one had goal all over it. Nice glove reach by the netminder. Cullum at the draw with Brenimus on her side, Abbott on her other. Back down, pulled back behind the red line. Grand Forks able to get it into the zone. Shot bouncing. Leg save there by Levine. Got the pad back over. Abbott sends it up to the boards. Not able to keep it in is Grand Forks. Grand Forks brings it in on the side of the boards. Taken away there by Bredimus. Bredimus has space again with the line change. She'll look to bring it to the center. Shot goes wide. Tipped off the side of the glove. Now Grand Forks looking to get through traffic and does. Chip coming and penalty. Power play coming up here. Brenimus in the box. Knew what she did immediately. Puck back down, taken away by Oberhammer. Checking her skates, pushed back to the boards. Holds it to the center. Shot coming. Block, save, Levine. Cleared. Hits through the crease. Back to the point. Dumped back deep. Centering opportunity through, taken away. Oberhammer sends it up the boards. Kept in there by East Grand Forks. Block. Oberhammer applying pressure. Anderson tying up in front of the net. That one skate got back over to the post. Anderson gets that up and out. Back down, picked up there by Grand Forks. Sent all the way down. Icing is the call. Under 6 left in the Spartacats penalty kill. 5-on-4 hockey. Simons trying to get that one tied up. That one gets back to the blue line and now picked up by Simons. Simons, short-handed opportunity, sends it in. And then Cave with a good stick to keep that out. Contested puck gets loose. Simons sends it over for Ebensteiner. Ebensteiner takes it to the outside, 39 seconds left. She gets pushed off the puck. Back down, Holman able to get a stick on that. Picked up there by Ebensteiner, sends it in. Back D-to-D pass over. Simons with pressure, McCabe following as well. That one gets dumped into the corner. McCabe comes in, helped out with Simons. Grand Forks looking to center there. That one sent to the boards. Not able to get it out. Nice job to cover. Ebensteiner gets up to Holman. Holman almost with some opportunity there. Back down for Simons. Back to the top of the slot. Back to the point. Shot sent wide into the corner. Getke to pick it up. Power play is over. for Grand Forks as they send that all the way around. Ebensteiner sends it up to Holman. Holman able to help tap it out. Back in, Grand Forks sends it on net. Levine able to kick it to the side. Levine pokes it to the corner. Back up to the top of the circle. Shot on goal goes high and wide. Back to the boards. Ebensteiner pushed in. Harper able to still work on getting it out. She does get into the neutral zone. That's back down for Simons, who steps up and able to get it out and up all the way down. Icing is waved off. Pulled to the center. Could argue offside there, but no call. That one back to neutral ice. 11:33 left in the third period. That one sent across. Opportunity here. Shot goes wide. Getke push off the puck. Back up for Abbott. That one sneaks to the blue line. Shot gets blocked by the helmet of Overhammer. Into the corner. Up to the point. Shot back wide behind the net. Overhammer applies pressure. Puck taken behind the net. No one out front. Sent behind the net. Back to be recovered by McCullum. McCullum pulls it to the boards. Able to get it out. Loose at the center line. Pulled aside by Anderson. Anderson, Overhammer, sends that up. Passed and covered by Grand Forks goalie.
$10:29 left.
Kelly at the draw. That one contested, now taken back by East Grand Forks. Nice back check there by Bredimus. That one sent behind the net, poked even further by Levine. Back down. Kelly trying to get that up the boards. Pulls it to the center, taken away. Centering opportunity goes behind the net. East Grand Forks not able to center. Got one loose out in front. Over, shot. Tipped into the glass. Bredimus and Kelly trying to get it out. Kelly sends it back up to the point, kept in there by Grand Forks. Shot off of helmet of McCabe. And that one goes back out and down the ice. Grand Forks trying to bring that in onside and do. Bredimus, nice way to step in the way. Overhammer into the corner. That one sent behind the net. Sent back to the boards. Backhand doesn't go anywhere. Overhammer picks it up, able to get it up, trying to get it to Bodsberg. Bodsberg pushes down and will be called. Yeah, that's one of our smaller ones, so. Oh yeah? Power play opportunity here for Back down. Shot blocked. Oberhammer not able to get it out. Anderson takes it up, picks it, takes it behind the net. Gets it around one. Getke looks to pick it up in the corner. Takes it up the boards. She's pushed. Kept it in there. Shot through traffic into the sticks. Levine with the save. Five on three for a minute 38. Puck's down, sent back to the boards. Oberhammer picks it up, loses the handle. That one sent back down for Anderson. Anderson gets it back up, trying to get off the stick of Oberhammer. D-to-D pass, goes wide. Picked up by Bredimus. Anderson takes it back to the boards. And East Grand Forks will go to the box. Puck sent back to the boards. Oberhammer trying to get a stick on that. 4 on 3. Nice stick by Oberhammer. That one sent in. Loose for Bredimus. That one offside. Good job, Audrey. Puck back down. Oberhammer trying to pull it out of skates. Over Bredimus, not able to. That one stuck through. Goes into the corner. 4 on 3. Oberhammer. Now we'll send it out. Bredimus almost pulled it out for a breakaway there. Oberhammer protecting the puck, leaves it for Anderson. Anderson sends it into the corner, trying to clear it out. Bredimus comes in to help. That one goes to the top of the point. That one goes through, bounces. Oberhammer behind the net. Reverses around herself, sends it up the boards for Bredimus. Bredimus pulls it to the center, gets it back up to the point, sends it through. Levine got a glove on there. Over to the side, Oberhammer looking to get it up to Bredimus. Bredimus gonna look for space and speed. Gets it around one. 7:13 left. That one goes up back to the boards. Grand Forks. One back for the Spartacats. And one more back in 15 seconds will give us a 5-on-4 power play. Right now 4-on-4 through traffic. McCabe wise to let that go through is not to tip anything. Back to the blue line, almost taken out by McCollum. Harper has it stuck in her skates. Grand Forks not able to get a shot off. McCollum up with a Harper. Holman not able to get it out. That one up into the netting and out. Power play for 16 seconds. Colum at the draw, trying to leave that for Getke. Getke leaves the stick. That one gets loose out into neutral ice. 9 seconds left in the penalty power play. Holman leaves that for McCabe. McCabe sends it up and back to neutral zone, able to clear the zone. 6:24 left. Loose. Ebensteiner leaves that for McCullum. McCullum trying to get it back up the ice. Around one. East Grand Forks not able to regain control as Ebensteiner dumps it back towards the blue line. Now picked up by Grand Forks. They drive in, make one miss, take a shot. Levine able to save and hold on to it. .54 left. Spartacats leading by 1. That one back loose to the boards for Kelly. Kelly to try to get that up. Sending opportunity gets deflected by Bredimus. That one loose past the stick of McCabe. Ebensteiner, nice job to freeze that there. Wraparound opportunity for Levine. Levine trying to cover there. Back to the point, East Grand Forks takes a shot high. Glove save Levine. Pushed forward. Bosberg tried to backhand that. Kept in at the point. Shot through. Grand Forks trying to center. Levine pokes that away. Sent back to the boards with Spartacats. That one goes wide of the crease. Grand Forks centers over to McCabe. McCabe up to Bosberg. Bosberg able to get it out. Centered. Tripped. And we'll have another power play opportunity here for the Spartacats. 4:58 left in the third period. Simon, Sketke, Abbott, Anderson, Oberhammer. 5-on-4 power play for the Cats. Stick down. Simon's trying to push that forward. Abbott along the boards. Abbott sends that deep. East Grand Forks take to the board, but not able to get it out. Center. Abbott providing pressure. Gecke able to send it down deep. Anderson not able to keep it in, sends that D to D for Oberhammer. Oberhammer up to Simons and in for Abbott. That one back up and out all the way down. Anderson behind the net. Anderson pulls it to the center. Anderson skating with Gecke, pulls it to the center again, makes two miss. Anderson takes it to the center, not able to get a shot off. Picked up again by Simons. Simons pulls it, looking for a centering opportunity. Over for Gecke, tapped in by Anderson. Grand Forks trying to get back to the neutral zone, and they do, bothered there by Simons with good pressure. Now back for Anderson. Anderson sends it over to Gecke. Gecke has that rush to the side. She'll recenter, get it back over to Oberhammer, who's going to enter the zone with Abbott. Oberhammer looking for an opportunity, sends it to Gecke. Gecke sends it in on net and save. 3:30 left, 31 seconds left in the penalty kill, or power play for the Spartacats. Kicks down, kicks side, kept in there by McCollum, sends it deep. She's knocked off her feet. Grand Forks takes it behind the net, pulls it to the center, and here comes Grand Forks. She gets around one. Shot coming here, save Levine. Nice save, Levine on the breakaway.
Here we go, green.
3:12 left, third period. Drop to the top of the circles. Shot gets blocked. Up and out. Radimus picks it up, takes it to the outside. She loses an edge. Spartacats able to keep pressure. That one goes back loose. McCabe leaves that for Ebensteiner. East Grand Forks able to bring it in on side. Shot towards, hits the side of the net. Radimus sends it all the way around. Holman kept in there by Grand Forks, steps around one. Gets loose. Holman chases after it, looking to backhand it up. Grand Forks able to keep it in. McCollum with a good job. Gets it up to the blue line and back out for Bredemus. Bredemus pulling it, not able to get it into the zone. Grand Forks the other way. McCabe defending. Nice job. Bredemus got a stick and McCabe get it back into center. 2:17 left. 5-on-5 hockey. Grand Forks steps aside, brings it in, gets around one. Can't get a full shot off and sends Ebensteiner to the ice. All the way up the boards. Holman retrieves, able to get it out, keeps it out. Pass in, shot deflected across. McCabe clears that out and up and out. Grand Forks able to clear, send that back in, back down for Ebensteiner. Ebensteiner sends that up to the point, kept in by Grand Forks. Loose again for McCabe. Back to the boards. Getke. Kelly not able to get that up. That one bounces up. Now back for McCabe. McCabe sends it over to Ebensteiner. Ebensteiner gets it out. Just under a minute. Getke. Kelly. Back down for Grand Forks. Nice stick away. And then back in. Nice forecheck defense by Getke. Players are down. Still loose. In. Save. Levine. Flex to the side. Centering opportunity. Blocked. And we're going to have a whistle for a down player. .50 seconds left in the third period. And Grand Forks player hops back up. Grand Forks timeout. East Grand Forks pulls their goalie for the Ex-Skater. 50 seconds left. Puck's down, centered away, stuck in some skates towards the net, deflected into the corner, back up towards the net, deflected away, shot doesn't get off, up the boards, and out. That one goes all the way down. Not gonna make it, is it? It will not. 30 seconds. Back down loose. No.
Zip your lips.
Time out. Huh? Yeah, he just changed it. He just changed it. Oh yeah, I think so. .3 seconds left. Puck's back down. Kelly pokes it ahead. Simon's not able to get control. Still contested. Kelly not able to get to it. Back down. Stuck at the side of the boards. Puck back down. Kept in there. Offside is the whistle. 6.7 seconds left. Offside. 6.7 seconds left. Empty net. Puck is down, push forward. Still loose. 1.4 seconds left. And Egan will come away with the win. 1-0. You got to win. First win of the tournament. Good job, girls. Exciting game. Good game, both teams.